What's up, everybody? It's your boy PeeJae Fuego. That's PeeJae Fuego, and make sure that you guys are tuning in to this week's episode of the Mighty COmw. It's featuring your boy. Make sure you tune in, guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, welcome to the Mighty COmw.
Where we're filter feeding through your airways.
The strongest to your gigas.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have a few guests in the building today. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Count to 5, look alive, everybody. It's PeeJae Fuego. That's PeeJae Fuego, a modern day Maya Angelou, dressing like Kanye West, but speaking like Malcolm X, everybody.
Well, damn. I still can't follow that. But anyway.
Make it rhyme, make it rhyme, make it rhyme.
I ain't a rapper, bro. I got something, though.
Got it. Let's hear
Got
it.
it.
Let's hear it.
How'd go, everybody? Ace Ventura, pet detective in the building. Solving all pot-related crimes. What's going on?
Yeah, that works.
Hey,
we appreciate that.
We'll
All
take it.
pot-related crimes? May I ask, what's that about?
I smoke dope, and I looking for the dope. So, I solving them problems.
I understand.
And it be like that.
I understand. Wow. Okay. You heard it here first. Dope boy Ace. All right. PeeJae Fuego. I got a question for you, man.
What's poppin'? Talk to me nice, please.
Let me ask you a question. What do you feel about purpose? And what do you think your purpose is?
Oh, purpose. Like, generally?
Just generally.
I feel as if everyone has one, whether it be positive or negative. Everyone does have a sort of a purpose, and it doesn't have to be just one purpose. It can be multiple purposes. In terms of what my purpose is, I don't even know just yet, but I'm just thugging it and trying to find out as I knock about these 20s, soon my 30s. I just hope it's a positive one, something that's impactful, something that people can learn from, and something that I can live to see. Not one of those things, and no shade to anybody, not one of those things like people only learn from after you die from it, or people only see the longevity of it after like someone's passed on.
Yeah.
So I always want to be something where I can at least a being where I can at least enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah. So
because I feel the same way. I feel we don't have any set purpose per se.
Mhm.
But we here to try out different things and do different things and just be great. Try your best to be great at whatever you fucking do.
yeah, if your purpose is to be the next prime minister or the next president, by all means. If your next purpose is to serve the next gram or so to the next dope head, by all means.
You know what I'm saying? If
You got multiple purposes. Not saying you can't be the prime minister and still have been the dope game on lock. Yeah, like not saying that both of them can be your purpose.
Shout out to Brave Davis.
Oh,
be out here and do
Shots
what
fired.
all we can chalk it up out to is be out here and do what your heart wants. You see what I said?
for sure.
It is what it is.
What do you think your purpose is?
I feel I gravitate a lot to the arts. I like the expression of I like human expression.
Okay.
Basically, that's what all the arts boil down to: human expression and us understanding one another. And I feel like, all right,
Right. His purpose is happening.
Oh,
yes.
right.
Don't you see it?
ooh.
Go ahead. Our
Right,
purpose
okay.
today is.
Our purpose today is maybe you can stop with all of that. But like I was saying, my purpose, I feel, basically boils down to me. I don't want to just generalize any one art form, but I just want to say the arts in general. I feel very drawn towards them, and I want to be able to express and understand this just I don't know what to call it, but just like this whole human experience.
I guess self-expression, I guess.
self-expression, but also I don't want to just say self-expression because I also look at it like this. Self-expression still boils down to your environment, you and your environment.
Okay.
Is it?
Okay.
And the things you let in, the things you don't keep around you, that sort of thing.
Okay. I'll take it. Oh, okay.
So what you think, yo? The purpose is?
My purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a good question. So, for me, I didn't know what my purpose was for most of my life. And it was hard. It was hard, like, trying to figure out what that was. Because, you know, in the Bahamian society, you just mimicking what you see. Well, in
that's
any
fair.
society, all us, we just mimic what we see. So, it's like, when I was about 6 years old, I still have a note to myself that I wrote where I told myself that one day I wanted to be a police officer. You see what I'm saying? And then
That didn't work out, eh?
it didn't work out because I realized how fucked up the police officers was, you know, ACAB. But shout out to my mommy. She's one of the best police officers on the force.
That's
you
so
know?
There we
funny,
go.
boy.
Big shout
So
out.
funny.
Yeah, bro. She's an ethical police officer. She won't lock you up for like some petty shit. You know what I mean?
But she can lock you up though, so stay woke.
Yeah. Yeah.
She locking you up, so
It's still ACAB at the end of the day. All cops are bastards.
So why do you think everyone is say they want to be either a police officer or a detective or something when they're young? What y'all wanted to be when y'all was young? What y'all say y'all wanted to be?
I can be real true. I said some dumb shit too. I was like, I want to be a doctor.
Ooh,
Don't get me wrong. I like science and shit. Like I always did like the human body and understanding the human body. You see what I'm saying? I think it comes from a very sick place actually, because I think I only really wanted to understand the human body so I could know how to break it down.
like,
So that ain't really cool. I don't think somebody who wanted to go, nobody should go into medicine with that type of thinking. You see what I'm saying?
and then personally me, I wanted to be a stuntman when I was younger.
I'm still being a stuntman, BG.
No man, stunning on
BG,
these.
life is a movie. You live life as a stunt double, bro.
That's a good way to say that. I gotta live my dream. Just
Real dog. Hey, Ace, what you think your purpose is, blood?
But my purpose is to be on a big ass boat at the helm, looking at the ocean, and just cruising through, bro.
living life.
See what they saying?
That's
Just living
right.
life, bro. Loving it.
I want to be like Ace,
okay. Purpose.
All right.
How do you think, let's say, someone discovers their purpose? Like, let's say they're 20, 30, and they're trying to figure it out. Like, what do you think, like, what if you don't know your purpose then? How do you discover your purpose?
I will tell you this. This is how I think you discover your purpose. Life is really about trying new things. Put yourself out there. You see what I'm saying? Anything that you might feel you a little bit, like if you feel uncomfortable doing, like going out, go out, meet some people. New experiences brings forth all types of new adventures. You see what I'm saying? New adventures bring towards new skills that you can now develop. Just go out there and live life. Usually people who say they have nothing going on is because they really have nothing going on. They're out there living life. They ain't taking the time to go out and live their life. See what I'm saying?
Everyone out there, just try one drug. You never know. Just do one thing. Back in the day, I actually asked somebody about how do you find your purpose, and they say passion. The things that you're most passionate for is actually your purpose, type of thing. So I know. I feel like I passionately live my life, so my purpose is like just living every day. You know what I mean?
I wanted to pose a question to you anyway, like, because, you know, the two of us are basically artists and we find that to be our passion and our purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, like, at what was the moment when you was like, this is it. This is what I want to fucking do.
When I was younger, I actually got into music. And the girl I was dating at the time told me that music ain't get me nowhere. I should go try something else. At that time, I was doing graphic design and stuff like that. And she said, if you edit in the pictures, you might as well take them. So she gave me a camera, and I thought, taking pictures, because, I good at it.
Yeah.
That probably was my passion, but that just got so boring. So very boring. And then I, started to try everything else in that art, and I just fell back in the music. And the
Yeah.
fact that I fell back in it, I was like, well,
This is what you really
this is what
wanted
it
to
is.
fucking
This is what
do.
the universe got me doing.
I'll be honest with you. I had mine's a very corny, childish story, but I sat down one day and I was like, I think it was, I can't even, Air Girl. Air Girl. I fucking watched this anime named Air Girl, and I was like, this is fucking incredible. This is fucking incredible.
Not the fucking
And
egg.
from there, I went to read it, and I was like, this blew my little fucking boy mind. You see what I said? I was like, shit. This shit is fucking, I don't,
Fire, amazing.
and I'm like, that shit did so much for me. You see what I'm saying? I was like, if someone could fucking appeal to me at that young age and fucking get all of this shit to blow my mind and fucking push me forward, I was like, this is it. It's art. You see what I'm saying? I was like,
I feel you on that. Okay, we've reached the section of our podcast where we ask our guests random questions. Are you ready for this, Mr. Fuego?
Oh, hit me. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, so you'll charter it. Come on, hit us.
Ace gonna ask the questions, or I answer the questions?
No, boy,
Ah.
you. We are the guests.
Oh, Ace. Yeah. I forget. Ace is one. The cast. My bad. Okay, Ace. My bad.
Wow.
I totally forgot.
I apologize on the behalf of the Mighty Conk. I don't know what my co-host is on right now.
As I say,
going on,
everyone
yeah?
try one drug. Okay, I'm gonna ask the question and then you answer and then Fuego will answer. Okay. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
The power to refill, bro.
To do what?
The
To
what?
refill, bro.
And yeah, explain.
Bro, whenever shit's empty, I just instantly refill it, bro.
That's kind of amazing.
Bro, my bank account, refill. My car, refill. My glass of water after it empty, refill.
But is it refill to the amount it had, or refill to
The full amount.
to the max?
the max?
Yes, the max.
That's kind of amazing.
I think my power would be I don't want telekinesis. I want to be like a little mini Jean Grey. Or if not, I'd love to be like a spin off from Storm. Like Storm's grandson type thing. Like I'm like PeeJae Fuego.
That'd make more sense than
Like-
refill, man.
Like like PeeJae Ferguson. Like
his own gas station, he can make all the money.
Why? He could just refill his
He can
account.
start on side of the road.
He can be satisfied for the two times he empties his account.
it gives me
He
like
could be
it gives me
satisfied.
Ditto vibes, like Ditto Pokemon. Like you can transform into Moltres, but do you have the power of Moltres?
Like, why?
Like like you can
And
look like
who's like? How are we gonna stop people from coming to take your money from you?
you can look like Pikachu. Hey, you can look like Pikachu, but not be Pikachu.
What?
That's like the power of invisibility. Just don't look at me.
Well, we
I'm
don't know
so
you're there. to Look at
confused. I'm so confused.
Next question.
you. We don't know you're there. to Look at you. What do you mean?
It's the nakedness of it, bro.
Yeah. How are you gonna make your clothes invisible?
My clothes don't go invisible.
That's a damn shit.
Last question. What is your favorite joke?
Bro, I like knock jokes.
You like what?
Not jokes.
Give us one.
Tell us your favorite knock joke.
Bro, I don't have a favorite.
You just like
I just like them, bro.
Oh, wow, that's
when
crazy.
I hear it, I crack up, bro. That's it.
Oh, that is so fucking random. I don't have a favorite joke. I just like to laugh. I'm a commentary type of guy. So like, if you have some like catchy, saucy, flary commentary, like I don't know. I just go.
movie theaters then.
Yeah, I love the what's the motherfucking shit called when bitches be doing voiceovers
Yeah.
for like their like SpongeBob and shit like that.
Bridge.
Oh, I love that shit. Oh, that's the knee slapping good time for me.
With that being said, y'all don't feel there should be like a loud movie theater and a silent movie theater? Like a movie theater where you could actually sit down and converse with people and have commentary, and then like the regular ass shit that we go to.
No.
Why? But it would be so
no,
cool.
Nah, I don't agree.
Dog, that'd be so
Nah, I hate it.
Okay, next question. If you could turn one Bahamian word worldwide, which Bahamian word would you turn worldwide?
Does that be a word or phrase?
Word phrase.
Oh, how to go would be my.
You want to make that worldwide?
What? You didn't even know. I remember one time in college, I got so drunk one time at a college party. They had like a little Caribbean fete in Daytona. And I remember getting so lit off a Hennessy and Bailey's. Don't knock it till you try it. Hennessy and Bailey's on the rock. And I remember coming back to the party like, hot, go. And they're like, what are you saying? What does that mean? Hot, go. And I just be like, that's so much power in that. Like, it's so Bahamian. And it's ha, H-A, it go. Ha, it go.
Well, if I had to do a Bahamian phrase, it would probably be bye.
Wait, you make that worldwide?
Yeah.
I would be selfish with it, man. I don't
Yeah,
want
no.
to be worldwide.
Bay is the equivalent to vanilla ice cream of the Bahamian words.
So
I mean,
It's used
Bay,
for so many things.
but Bay is like an adjective, a
noun.
pronoun.
every day.
It's like,
The boys them.
yeah, it could be
Pronoun.
everything. I could use it as an expression. I could use it as.
Like, describing somebody.
Adjective.
There's just so much. It's like it ain't really just one word. It's like all the words.
Okay, if you had 2 hours to spend $100 million, how would you spend it?
100 million, that's it?
100 million.
That's it? 2 hours? Okay. Is that including, like, bank transfers too?
You gotta spend it all.
I'd honestly buy me some property first. If not property, I'd buy me a home. With that home, with the extra, I'd also buy me some stocks. And because I'm a wise ass nigga, because I need that to keep coming on in, I buy it just as is. Prices, I wouldn't negotiate it. Nothing. It'd be straight off the lot. Straight off the docket, everything. What else? Yeah, like, no. I'm a nigga who likes to spend, so I call my friends over. Like, what's happening after with the change? The change is like 100,000.
I'd buy me a small country.
That's so
When you say small country, like, can you
I would
describe?
also like to answer this question. This was fucking interesting. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay off my parents' mortgage, and then I'm going to buy all of Albany,
Just all of it.
all of it, all of it. Then from there I'm gonna jump on a plane, head to Vegas, head to the highest fucking point I could get to, the highest penthouse I could get to. Then I'm gonna buy all the drugs. I can try each one. And then bring over a couple strippers.
Okay, well, strippers will make it go down fast.
Yeah, damn right, yeah.
Yeah. The strippers will spend you up.
You want it down to the question too? Or?
Oh no.
Okay,
no,
cool.
I get it.
All right, if you could switch bodies with one celebrity for a day, who would it be?
What? A bad bitch like me would be Rihanna? What do you mean?
Just spend your day as Rihanna.
Just casually smoking, riding on the back of bikes, big ninja bikes at that. Just casually having beautiful skin with my Fenty skin line. Or if I want to be beautiful, I'll put my Fenty makeup on because it'll all be me. If I'm feeling sexy, put Fenty Savage on because it'll still be me. I'm feeling casual, I'll put my Fenty Pumas on because it's still fucking me. Like, as I'm riding in the car through my day with my friends, I'm playing my music because it's still fucking me.
You think that's what Rihanna does every day?
Yeah.
She does that every day.
Yeah.
Rihanna's fucked though.
I feel like a bad bitch like me would casually get text messages from Drake who would I'd be like, please, why are you hitting me up now? Huh? I'd be having like the Prince of Abu Dhabi fucking blowing my line up trying to get me to fucking try on his fucking mother's diamonds. And I'd be like, I don't have time. Sorry, I'm going to the movie with my friends. Really, I'm renting out the movie. I'm renting out the fucking vineyards. Like, the fuck? I'm that. Yeah, Rihanna. My Caribbean, Barbadian, like, fucking nipple ring sister. Yeah, her.
I'd be Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. Jay-Z's an amazing person.
I see you being Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
I
one
ain't
final
gonna lie to you.
question.
I
Huh?
ain't gonna lie to you.
You?
Bro. I got one dude, bro. You know what I said?
Who?
Just for one day.
Yeah.
Who would it be? I would love to be Sizzle.
Sizzle?
You want to run bath water for niggas?
Yeah, running about water for niggas, bro. I'm about to take that fucking.
Sizzle. You want to be nobody in 2020?
Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Ooh, that hurts. Damn. Eee. Shots fired.
To come up with something harder than broken clocks.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Ooh, why you like that? I love a woman.
I got one final question for Fuego. What is the most craziest story you ever followed in your career?
The craziest story that I followed in my career as a journalist?
Yeah.
I'd say craziest only because I think it's so surreal is when I did a documentary behind the scenes with Eyewitness News, and we did the behind the scenes at Her Majesty's correctional facility. And you know, you always hear stories that niggas are 6 in a cell, laying on cardboards, whatever, but seeing it is totally different. And
It was in there like that from I was in school.
no, but that's always been the story.
No, it ain't the story
Well,
because I was
bro.
in there.
You
I saw them in the tents.
You
packed
better
like
be a
sardines.
fucking success story, okay? But me
No,
was
they
like,
just it was a scared straight program.
oh, okay. Still, you better be a success story. Yeah, like I'm getting like shock
No,
treatment
it was just
vibes.
like they just like this we all getting that up, and then I was like, okay.
No,
We
but
saw McCoy, and McCoy was like, y'all don't want coming here. And 2 weeks later, he broke the fuck out.
because y'all don't want to come in there, period. No, I think for me, what it was just and especially again behind the scenes access, it was very surreal to me. We had interviews with like certain murderers who, I don't know if you guys remember the story with the guy who murdered the 4 boys and kidnapped
Marco?
them and all the good stuff. I think Marco. No, it wasn't just Marco. It was like the other 4 other boys who went
Yeah.
missing in Freeport, and
Yeah,
like
I know
they
what
were
you're talking
found
about.
dead later. We interviewed that guy, and it was 1-on-1. I remember being a camera guy, and it was me. The interview interviews on San. He's beyond the headlines. So I don't want to name drop him, but you guys know. Another photographer, and he was in there, and I'm talking. He's speaking so passionately. He is speaking this like so nonchalantly, as if like, oh, well, you know, I was in these certain situations with these boys, and I used to just pick them up, and because I didn't want them to tell nobody, I ended up stabbing them, and I didn't think they would be in pain no more. And just the way he described it, so like with detail, it just made me think like, wow, like you're speaking from such privilege to think that you're alive to tell the story, and you rip these boys off at such a young age, where it isn't even a story they can learn from or survive from or grow from. It's a story that they died from.
I'll tell you this, though. It may sound weird, but it's like a normal human thing. You see what I'm saying? He is messed up. He is demented. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, it's kind of like a normal human thing because everybody thinks they're the hero of their story.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And
So what he did to those kids, he probably thought he did it in some type of fucking benevolent way, but that was just sick.
no, and
In his head, it's like you don't really know what's going on in that poor sap's head. He's fucked up.
I can kind of understand from that standpoint, but it was just more of a. It just came across so privileged. Like I was still looking 24. I was like maybe 25 at the time. In the interview, and it just made me feel guilty for being 25 and being whatever I wanted to be. However I expressed myself, and that these young boys were denied that privilege just by the sake of you not wanting your secret to get out. And that's what I feel robbed of, because the way he described this was that all these boys worked at like a local food store, and they were all packing boys, and it was like one or the other, like he'd get them food, or like stuff that they didn't have clearly at home. So like, let's say a good little Wendy's, or someone buy them Bamboo Shack, like yeah, that's cool and all.
So
like
he used to take care of them, in a sense.
So like, let's say in order to get your time, I know you like Wendy's, I'm gonna bring Wendy's around, or I'm gonna tell you I got Wendy's for you, if that's what you like. So obviously these young boys are still green enough to still manipulate, and I feel like he took advantage of that. Yeah, you may feel sorry now in 2020 or 2017 at the time, or 2018 at the time, but I don't give that a lie to like fuck however you feel, to be honest. Like, niggas, I'm saying now, Batman witnesses motherfucking mom and dad died, and he became a superhero. What did you become? Monster?
I'll be honest with you, how I feel about fucking rapists and fucking pedophiles is that we need to have an island that's just a fire pit, and we kick them into the fucking fire pit.
Like, I don't fuck with that. I don't. And it left me feeling so ugly, because he went on to say that he was like the spokesperson for like the prison. Like, let's say if schools would come by or classes would come by, they'd like, oh, he'd be the spokesperson and say, oh, make sure you don't do this, and I'll tell my story and make sure you learn from my story, whatever. And I think that's such privilege for you to think that you can speak from a podium, or think that you now have a platform from killing these young boys to now like, oh, I'm going to be the next motivational speaker. I'm going to be the next, Benny Hinn? The fuck out of here, boy.
To speak on young dads, can we speak on the whole Lovato situation?
Me and Lovato McKenzie?
Yeah. Like, how
R.I.P.
y'all feel about
R.I.P.
that?
to him.
Real.
Well, just to give a little background news aspect for those people who don't know, Lovato McKenzie was a young 17-year-old boy. He was in the Millis Heights area. He was reported missing for a time being. After a time being, his body was found. It's still in the Millis Heights area, in the bushes, stabbed and decomposed. Later found out to be Lovato. Yeah, by two supposed friends, alleged friends. Very much so alleged, loosely. And yeah, no, take it. I think it's disgusting.
And the story that's spreading around is that one of his relatives actually told him that, you shouldn't be fucking with these dudes no more, because they always in your house, you always lend them money, you always doing stuff for them, and they ain't doing nothing for you. And come work with me instead of just sitting around the house. And he signed this little job application and blah blah blah, was going to get hired. But then the guys came around and he said, well, I trying to do better in life, blah, blah, blah. Can't really fuck with y'all no more. And after that, they kind of dragged him out of his house. Well, not drag him, say, yo, wait, come look here, blah, blah, blah. They going around the corner, beat his teeth out with a pipe, and then stabbed him, left, and came back to make sure he was dead.
It's always the niggas who ain't got nothing going on in
They life.
fucking life,
Yeah.
bro.
So is this a classic case of hurt people?
Hurt.
And now they trying to spread the story
Hurt
that the
people.
guy that killed him saw his parents die in front of him and was raised by his grandmother and had other things happen to him, trying to say that's the reason he did it. And he was raised violently.
I don't give a motherfucker.
And not
You see what I'm
excusing
saying?
the-
That don't change shit.
That don't give you the right to kill
Not-
That don't change shit.
and not excusing that that's a sorry aspect of his life, and it's so sad that young persons in our community or in our in our country are exposed to this type of trauma. And the thing, what I hate, and thank goodness for, on a bittersweet aspect, thank goodness for Hurricane Dorian for highlighting or sparking the conversation of mental health for a lot of Bahamians in our community. So like situations like that, my heart goes out to that, but that doesn't excuse that. That doesn't validate it. That doesn't give
Let me show you something, bro.
good reason to do so at all. Like that's like another
Let
young
me
person's
explain
life.
something to everybody fucking out there, babe. The world ain't your fucking friend. Don't think that it's all peaches, fucking rainbows, and fucking lollipops out here. This is a fucking dark place. Just as much light, just as there's much light, there's just as much darkness. Don't be fucking stupid. Just because something happened to you doesn't give you the right to do any fucking thing any which way. You see what I'm saying? What determines if you're a fucking good human being or not is the shit you take on, and not how it affects you, how you move fucking forward, how you act after these things affect you.
No, but can you guys imagine yourselves? Just imagine yourselves back when you guys were 16, 17, and the thing, and how we would hold our friends so accountable, or how we would hold our friends so to heart, not knowing what pain is, not knowing what hurt is, not knowing what betrayal is, none of that. Being green and naive to all of that. So, with that said, I could see how, let's say I know y'all for all my life. I know y'all. I grew up with you guys. I went to primary school. Like we know each other all our lives. We grew up in the same neighborhood all our lives. And someone is telling me, oh well, you know Aaron is X, Y, Z, and you know Trevor them don't fuck with this and whatever, trying to discourage me from hanging with you all. And I'm saying to them, oh I know these niggas, man. Oh, I know them, man. Oh, they know me. Like, they wouldn't do that or whatever. Like, I'm vouching. I am basing off of the length of our friendship. I'm basing off of the quality of our friendship, being that I've let you in my home. You've ate up my same pot. My daddy know you. Like, my family know you. Like,
This is my thing. This is why I was like, I'm not blaming the victim there. You see
no.
what
I'm
saying?
not
just
saying
saying-
that you are at all.
I'm just saying the young man that actually committed the crime, and they're saying that he went through all this trauma and shit. I'm like, but you had a friend. You had a friend.
A genuine
And you
friend.
killed your fucking friend. You had a friend. You had, just like I said, just as much darkness as in the world, there's still fucking light. You see what I'm saying? No matter how fucking deep down you get into darkness, there's always a pinch of fucking light.
Yeah. And that's what balance is. That's really what I think balance is. And going back to the opening question of being what our purpose is more so making sure that whatever it may be, whether unsure or not, that it's still coming from a genuine place.
Yes.
That you yourself know exactly why you're doing so. It could be a malicious act. It could be an act of benevolence. It can be an act of making sure that I want to make sure my family's straight. But just when you know your reasoning of doing so, that just has to be sure and pure to you, whatever the motive may be. And I think that's what a lot of persons in our society are losing now. They get discouraged on seeing what our economic standpoint is, what COVID has brought on to us, what our everyday life may be, even before COVID. Because niggas wasn't balling until we fall in like before this. So it's like it was only select few then. It's still a select few, even more so now.
Yeah, I agree.
And in this day and age, it's very scary to think that your death can come from your inner circle.
Yes.
So I'm sure that he wasn't thinking that at all.
I'm like that. I'm sure that's exactly what caught him. You see what I'm saying? That's what got him messed up, because that was his fucking friend. He trusted that dude.
Because it's
You see
just
what I'm
like you
saying?
guys invited me here, and I'm kicked
When
back,
I
legs
saw-
crossed, smoking, drinking,
Yeah,
and
it's
y'all
like-
knock my fucking teeth out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm dead.
I'm like-
picture what that man was going through. Like the thought in that little boy
His-
head
his-
when he walk around the corner and there's a pipe, his brethren bust his teeth out. You can imagine what was going through his head. Way.
And then this the thing is, what you could imagine was going through his head as he realized now that these niggas ain't gonna stop till they kill him.
Real,
You know what that is? You know, like when when you in that type of situation, time is slow the fuck down. Okay? I have it a little bit. I do a little bit of martial arts. When you get in certain situations when it get fucking tense, time is slow the fuck down. Trust me. And it'll feel like forever if you can't do anything to change the situation.
And you know why I wouldn't feel any remorse? Hearing one of the, I guess, suspects' backstories is that when his missing photo went around and the family was walking through Millis Heights, because one of his cousins is I follow her on Twitter. So she was posting like, hey, if you guys can help or if you guys are available in the Millis Heights area, we'll be out like looking from this time to this time if you guys can, be of any assistance. So seeing all of that play around to then see screenshots of these guys saying that, oh, I hope they find my boy, I hope they find my brethren, or real talk dread, I hope they find this, and then WhatsApp, because in this day and age of screenshots, Jesus. Screenshots are going around of these guys. I'm saying that, oh, well, I hope they find my brethren, and I feel so sorry because he doesn't say that I ain't seen him in a while or whatever. And it's like, bro, I can imagine that his dad was on the news saying that you can't trust these friends. He was clearly warning him about these friends too. So I can only imagine his dad going to these same said boys, knowing that my son hangs out with you all on a regular, to say, hey, have you seen LeVard? Have you seen him? He hasn't come home. He hasn't answered my phone calls. He's only 17. My goodness. Like, they barely have BGCSEs. My friggin' goodness. I'm looking for him. Like, please, can you help me? And obviously, if I'm going to children for help, I'm out of fucking resources. I'm at the bottom of my fucking barrel. Clearly, help me.
These children are more than likely guests in this man's house.
I can imagine saying, oh, well, yeah, make sure y'all lock up, or they knock on my door first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Can you imagine? To come over to just say to smoke and chill. And suppose I'm the cool dad. Yeah, you could smoke and chill in my backyard. Yeah, okay, I know y'all. Okay, cool.
And my thing is just to act like you don't, like you did that shit, and then there's just a fucking, ooh.
I will punch a child. I will legit.
Ooh, oh my god, man. It's like, you put this family in so much fucking trauma.
Like, imagine going through the years.
So fucking much, they didn't even know where the fuck their son was.
They don't trust anybody's friends.
Nobody.
Anybody's. If you aren't family, they aren't trusting any fucking buddy, and I wouldn't blame them.
But you don't feel it's a bigger conversation, whereas parents should vet their children's friends?
Or take it to a bigger conversation to where you see that gang societies or like what the effects of our children raising themselves cause on society. Yeah. Where we have a failed, let's say a failed parenting program at home, where we have a failed school system that doesn't educate our children enough to aspire to be more than just the fucking dope dealer on the block, where we have a school system that can allow opportunities across the board, not just for STEM, not just for mechanics, not just for certain things, to allow everybody the opportunity to get a tertiary education, whether it be over here, whether it be abroad. And not just have our boys thinking that, oh, if you don't get no BGCSE, if you don't get 5 or more, that's it. You're just aspiring for C and more, that's it.
Well, the dynamics have changed for that. Whereas COB, it literally takes nothing for you to go over there now. Well, sorry, let me put some respect on the name, UB. Mm-hmm. You only have to have a 2.0 GPA to get a scholarship at the University of the Bahamas. You could take a year's worth of prep classes and then go into your fucking major and literally just get a 2 point. Everything is paid for. You feel me? Why I said that I feel parents should be more in their kids' lives is, I don't know who told parents this, but the older your kids get, you need to be in their lives more. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because I know you would, all of us in here were kids at one point. You see what I'm saying? And once you reach a certain age, you start to rebel from what your parents taught you. You see what I'm saying? And you kind of want to experience life for yourself.
I wouldn't call it rebelling, you know. I would call it becoming an adult on your own, rather than the morals and rules your parents may have set for you, and you've now actually experienced the world for yourself. To say, okay, maybe back when my mommy did say this, that might have been true, but now in 20 whatever, that don't really work the same. So now I'm learning a lesson on my own. I'm now learning how that might have worked then, but I feel it. I'm experiencing it on a different level, on my own level. You know?
And I think a lot of things too that also go wrong with parenting is that a lot of Bahamian parents need to learn to be comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations. You see what I'm saying? Because
Are you taking this on a whole different plane?
on a whole different plane.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it ain't just a whole different plane. I'm like, when somebody is in their metamorphosis and everything, they might want to shut out. But as long as you extend that hand towards them, you see what I'm saying? As long as you extend that hand and be like, hey, if there's anything you fucking think of, anything you need to speak about, anything at all that make you feel uncomfortable, make me feel uncomfortable, I still open here and talk to you about it. Even if, they seem hesitant at first, you bring up something slightly uncomfortable.
Do you know why I say that's a different plane? Because it takes a different layer, especially when you say Bahamian specifically. In our Bahamian culture, I feel as if a lot of parents are still of a traditionalist mindset.
Where we just fucking say, beat the shit out of them till they get it right.
Oh, not even that. Not even that. You are a child to me. I am the parent, and I will forever be the parent. So no matter what age you're at, and I know I push you out, you're always a child to me.
No matter
So
how
some
much you
parents-
matured.
And I don't say majority, but some parents, and I think all of them still have their ways in how they go about it, whether they be positive or negative. But some parents, they don't shake the fact of seeing you as their child. I think, like, I see this with my little brother. Like, my little brother's big and grown, just turned 19, about to be 20. I'm talking driving his own car, like, full-grown beard. But I can't shake the fact that I remember when they brought you home from the hospital. You're going to always be my baby. Like, you're my baby. I don't care. You with these, whoever friends or whoever these people is, like, if I say brother,
That's true.
You know I mean you.
That's true, because I have that too. I have a little cousin who basically just grew up with me my entire life.
Yeah, like, you can't shake
So
that
in
type
my
of
head,
feeling.
You will never be. I call him baby boy. So in my head, you will never be bored of baby boy.
Yeah, like I can always say baby brother. I will be 40, 60, 90. My baby brother. My brother, it will probably be 80 right behind me. Oh, that's my baby brother, yeah. But this granddaddy to y'all.
But I don't really think it's that parents need to learn how to, like, say, look at their children as adults or anything like that. But they need to learn how to say sorry.
That too. That too. Oh my God. A little bit goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit goes a long fucking way.
But going back to parents will only still see you as children.
Yeah.
To whereas I already said what I said. Like, you don't.
You don't question it. You don't fucking.
Boy, I don't have some stories with my motherfucking daddy. Not that I have daddy issues, because I was raised with my daddy, but as an adult, we just don't agree, or we don't see the eye to
I
eye.
have that with both of my parents.
And baby, some shit I ain't fucking with. And my daddy said to me, straight and plain, big grown me. I was probably what? My brother had already died. I was probably like 24, turning 25. And that man said to me, as we're having like our lemon squeeze, I call it, because it's like, it's not enough to be an argument because you're still my daddy.
Yeah.
And I'm still your son, so it ain't gonna be get
Just
to the
a
point.
kerfuffle.
It ain't gonna get to the point where I can punch you, where I want to punch you up. But it can
kerfuffle.
always be like I can get borderline ready to curse. But that man said to me in response to my fucking pop. He was like, PeeJae, I's man. I don't have to explain nothing to you. And like, he said it like an epiphany, like he caught himself in the middle of the fucking argument, like, the fuck? I explained myself to a child, and it brought me to life on how a lot of adults think, how I respond to a lot of things in life, and how bitches would receive me giving them too much. And I feel like that's giving bitches too much, and bitches can be generalized to family, friends, associates, generalization to like
Bitch is a bitch.
strangers. Bitches.
A bitch is a bitch.
And they ain't gotta be like rude, or they ain't gotta be mean. Just bitches, like hoes, like fucking these hoes over here.
You want to know what epiphany I reached in my age I am now? it was the point where I actually looked at my mother and realized she's a person. Like the whole life, you realize you grew up saying, "Yeah, that's my parents."
You
No
had
matter
all the
what,
parents
it's your
too.
parents.
Yeah.
This is people,
You had all
and
the
then
parents
you
too.
gotta sit down and realize there's a person. My mother had me when she was 20. If I had a child at 20, I would have lose my head. You understand?
Yep.
Like parents make mistakes,
Yep.
make grave mistakes because they only they learn and
People.
they don't understand how to raise a person. And like everyone gotta realize their parents are ordinary people just winging the shit out of
You know what
raising
parents
you.
are, bro? You know what parents are? The mistake of some other parents. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
So-
all it is.
But you know what I had to realize though? I remember finding myself coming to fault to it, and I'm saying like, oh well, you know, being so offended. I'm talking so butthurt about it because it was like, I had to realize it was only me hurt. It was only me and my fucking feelings. Like, until I had to wake up and realize that, like, why be a sad bitch when you could be a bad bitch?
You right?
The fuck?
Right.
And I said, oh, this man out just living his life and not thinking that an apology is acceptable or I'm not worth an apology. Like, oh, you could have it too. Like,
Let me
I'm
show
not
you something.
like I don't want you to think that
this.
you're just seeking or having to give an apology as if someone's seeking an apology.
I started up to this. You see that faucet over there? That's where all my fucks come from. Note, it is dry.
It's dry. I'm so sorry.
It is
Where
dry.
my fucks fucking drip from, it's dry. Sorry. But yeah, no. I totally agree on just being parents being parents and parents still being people at the end of the day, human beings at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
why I was like, his whole, you know, the whole thing with the fucking kid and his whole bringing up. I'm like, dog, that don't choose where you get to go.
No.
You make that fucking decision.
That doesn't make any excuse to how you treat others too. Although going back to, I loved my favorite word, going back to mental health and showing how it's so highlighted now. And even then in our Bahamian society, with him being a boy and being, I guess, of a certain culture and the toxic masculinity that we all suffer from here in our society, it's not looked at as, oh, well, yeah, get a mental, go to see a psychiatrist. Niggas them say, oh, you crazy, eh? Sandalante. I get a case of item off you, eh? That's the jokes they'll make off of it. So that would make someone hesitant to say, I don't want to be the butt of that joke. So I'd rather say I can deal with it myself. I got friends I can deal with it myself. I'll talk about it with my boys. My
Bro.
boys give me good advice.
Let me tell you something my dad told me when I told him. I had a breakdown earlier this year. And when I was recovering, I decided to tell my father so he would know, you know. And he kept pestering me about what was going on. And at the time, I wasn't too sure. You see what I'm saying? I was still trying to find the root cause at that time. And after about a half an hour asking me, and I was like, bro, just ease up. When I figure it out, you can figure it out. He was like, so he told me I look like I'm about to freak out and go kill myself like my other cousin. And this is a sore spot because this was also a part of the root cause.
So bringing you back.
I looked at him and I was like, I just couldn't believe a human being would say some shit like that to you. You see what I said?
And that's them being comfortable. That's them knowing you from birth, cleaning your diapers, changing that. So I can't give that fault.
I was like,
I can't knock it for that type of perspective. But you not finna disrespect me as a grown adult if I've already said so, if I've already done adult shit outside of you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it blew my mind. It just blew my mind that somebody would think, because this was a very sore subject. This is something that we don't really talk about in the family. So for him to bring that shit up, I was like, you on a whole different level, so. And if you ask me anything again, I might tell you to fuck off.
No, you're rude like that. I'm not gonna get into too much detail about it with me and my dad either. But long story short, it came up to a point where we had a bank account situation, and he ended up closing it out and taking the money that was in the account, and didn't want to give it back to me because it was the money I was using. Like I was still active because of my name and all the good stuff, and we shared the same name. Um, and long story short, it just was like, I would hate to think I have to come up to you and fucking knock your teeth out for fucking like what chump change to me, and chump change, and it could be whatever value. It doesn't value to you being my parent, and it comes back to like, bro, at the end of the day, I still have respect for you as my daddy, dog. Like I said, I didn't grow up without a father. Like my daddy always been in my life, like always been in my life, socially, academically, like, cause he was always taught at the same schools I did, as I went to. So it was one of those things, like it just befiddles me now as an adult. Like the type of guy I knew then isn't the same guy I know now, or that I hoped I would have matured with now. I think that's the disappointment that I have with him. To see that we're quarreling about like petty shits or shits that what's a dollar amount to like my dad, dog? Like what's a dollar amount to my mommy, dog? Like what? That's what I like at this point go off on, like, you know, like we could have like small shit, and I think I learned from that now with burying a sibling. When my brother died, like, I felt like I lost my world. You don't even know. Like I felt like I crashed to death. But with his death, I feel like I felt the value of family. So now to feel that family doesn't per se value me, it gives it like a kind of a bittersweet taste. So, and you know what I sum it up to be? Like, to keep yourself out your feelings, nigga, it be like that. It'd be like fucking that, bro.
Be like that sometimes.
Always chalk it up, dog. It can rain sometimes, bruh.
Don't wear that shit. Wear that shit out. Don't let that shit wear you.
It can rain sometimes.
This has
The
been
sun can come back out.
this has been a very deep conversation, but we've reached the end of our session. Any final thoughts on everything, everybody?
Anybody got to say something? What you over here saying, the Dark Lord? You look like you've been quiet for me.
Chilling, bro.
All right. You over there playing game.
Listen, final thoughts for me. PeeJae Fuego, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed this. This was really good. I didn't think I would have such a therapy session, but if you didn't remember anything I said, remember this. Why be a sad bitch when you, my friend, have the power to be a bad bitch?
Also, whilst we leaving out, also remember, bruh, you could fucking go down a path people choose for you, or you can make your own way.
Hey, man.
Seek therapy.
Very much. I seek therapy. If something is wrong, don't think therapy is bad. Don't think therapy is for crazy people.
Let me show you
Seek
something.
therapy.
Bitch, you ain't a doctor. Go to the doctor.
Real.
Hashtag, are you a doctor though?
If you break your foot, you're gonna try and fix that shit yourself.
You do not have a
Are you a
PhD.
doctor though?
Do you have a PhD?
Do you know about the coronavirus? Sorry.
Dog, I gotta be our next catchphrase for our shirts. First is got Google, nah, bitch, are you a doctor?
Bitch, are you a doctor?
Sorry, that's not the.
That's not it. What's the phrase?
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with something
Are you
else.
a
But
doctor though?
but-
Alright.
but mine says, "Are you doctor?" Though that comes from a different situation. I'll bring
Oh,
it.
sorry. Can't even put that on the shirt. God damn it.
I still want to use bitch, you a doctor. Bitch, are you a doctor?
Bitch, are you a doctor?
Are you a doctor?
Oops, sorry.
It's been fun, guys. Signing out from
This has been the Mighty Conk.
yes.